No, but seriously though, we are at History in Toronto. It's a fun one, guys. We've been vibing with this guy for like half an hour because Power Daddy and Tim have been setting up all this gear. You know him from Story of the Year. You know him from Goldfinger. You know him from driving the bus, maybe.
What's up,
he was a
Marion?
bus driver.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Moon Valjean. Valjean.
Sure, whatever you want.
I always pronounce the names very French, and people
Yeah,
get
we do
mad
French
about
names.
It is a
We don't
French
like
surname,
it. Yes.
and it's from Les Mis, so you can say it however you want to say it, man.
My wife loves that play. Is it a play? I guess so. Musical. We went to see it in London.
Oh my goodness!
It was so cool, and the Chinese lady beside me was wearing a diaper, and
That's not true.
This is true. She stood up and her pants came down, but her diaper stayed on, and her husband pulled
This
up her
can't be
pants.
true.
Yeah, so she was wearing a diaper beside me.
She was elderly?
Yo, no, she just didn't want to take a break.
She's like, I
You've
love
heard,
Les Mis.
I mean, you've
So-
heard about like the festivals and stuff, like people going to festivals. You've seen
Yes.
those festivals. There's
Our buddy did
200,000
it at
people.
Blink 182.
Exactly.
Let's not snitch on him.
He's
But
our
yes, we did have a buddy who was like, he texted me and he was like, hey man, you go to a lot of concerts. I have an idea. I want to be front row at Blink 182, but you have to arrive 2 hours early. And you got to go like at the start before all the bands.
Yeah, and you got to stay hydrated.
Yeah. And he goes, so I'm bringing a Gatorade and I'm wearing Depends. I'm wearing an adult diaper.
Yes.
And I was like, don't do that. And he has like a really respectable public service job.
And he's a cool jock. I won't get too much into it.
Yeah.
I don't want to bury him,
Don't
but
leave
he's
too
like
many
a cool
clues.
guy.
But he goes, what do you think about
Or at
that?
least he
And
was
I go,
before he
that's
wore
the
a diaper."
worst thing ever. You're
No,
gonna wear
it's
a
not.
diaper?
That's freaking
Do
brilliant.
a lot of people do that?
No, well, I mean, I don't know, but like Richard Christie on the Howard Stern show talked about it like 20 years ago when he was going, because we were touring with Coheed a whole bunch, Warped Tour and different things, and like his favorite band was Coheed, and he was talking about on air one time going to a Coheed show, like a festival thing,
Yeah.
and wearing a diaper, and he does it to like all these metal shows, and they gave him so much hell for it on air. You know, this is like 2004 when he's talking about this, and I'm
ahead
like,
of his
that's
time.
brilliant, dude. You've seen some of these festivals, especially in Europe.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like sift through 50,000 people, find a John? No
Yeah.
way.
I
But
think
it's like he's shitting it though. It's like, yo,
Did he
don't do
really?
that. No.
No, that's awesome.
No. If he did that, I'd be like, dude, that's not the point.
No, like Olivia Rodrigo and a couple other people. There was a big article about it that they're saying like they're going poo in the diapers now, and I can smell it on stage.
No.
Yes, this
So
just
what?
came out.
So what?
I think
They're
there's
still there
some
paying money.
sanctity
They're
to
getting
the
a
diaper
t-shirt.
situation.
They're getting a t-shirt on
Good
the way
for
out.
you smell like poo. You
Listen,
stink.
I think tonight's sold out at the History. This is a pretty decent sized place.
It's
If
awesome.
you need to poop up there, just go, brother. Just go. Just go.
No, that's,
What do you? I mean, listen.
We're not co-signing
you're
that.
co-signing that?
Have you been to a Goldfinger show?
No.
You don't know what to expect. I am in the band, and I don't know what to expect. This is a serious story. Like, there's a set list. It's never been followed.
Okay.
Really? That's
And
sick.
and anytime we have like a sub, because sometimes our drummers like switch in and out. Like Cyrus from Newfound will play here and there, and different people if Nick can't make a show or something, and we have to tell anybody that comes in like, hey man, don't be putting your sticks down. Like you just have to be ready because John doesn't tell you what's changing. It doesn't matter if Superman if Superman's next on the list. He'll say, show me, and you got to hit, boom, come in on A, like right there. That is the John Feldman way. So if you are in this band, you got to be ready for anything. So if you are in the front row, just go, just poop.
Because it could at any
If you
point.
walk away, you may miss something we haven't played in 3 years. Because he'll just start a song, and we'll be like, oh my God, what is that song? We haven't played it in 3 years.
So good. Brown finger, dude.
It's the best.
It's amazing.
Brown finger. Me and Mike Herrera plays bass, and he and I kind of have like this funny relationship on stage going on, and it's always like what do you think he's gonna do?
Yeah.
Like if John pauses and it's like a abnormal pause for us, we'll give each other a look like it's gonna be heaven, and we'll kind of guess.
You
and
start
like,
calling the
you were right.
songs based on
we,
the body.
we try,
like,
yeah, we
his
try.
posture.
It's
You're
a
like,
fun game.
He's looking like Superman right now. He's got his chest out. I think he's gonna jump into it.
Yeah, or if the crowd is like crazy, if the crowd is going off, it's almost guaranteed that John will just start into a song that we never planned or even talked about playing. Something that like came from whatever vault is in the like high energy. This crowd kicks ass. I got to keep feeding it. Sort of vault.
Are the
It's
crowds
amazing.
usually like high energy?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
would say 90% of the time. And the 10% that they're not high energy, they're still super high energy, just not compared to the
They've been in mosh
other shows.
retirement for like 10, 15
I know,
years
dude.
maybe.
It's all
right?
people
Like,
our age that are like moshing responsibly.
yeah.
Everyone knows how to do it. It's
Yeah.
Imagine like a crowd that can clap on beat
Yeah.
and sing back when they're supposed to,
Yeah.
and like knows how to mosh violently or not violently.
Yeah.
Everybody's trained really well.
Well,
There
that's
ain't
like
ain't
Justin
rookies.
Bieber shows. He has to be like, stop clapping, because they clap off time.
Oh,
They'll
right.
like go too fast, and he'll be like, you guys got to stop clapping. Like it's
I saw a
fucking me
video
up.
with Sixpence None the Richer today, actually, where apparently they were.
Oh, the guitar player's like over there just sweating, going, "Oh my
and
god!"
it's off time.
Yeah, it was
clapping.
just
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
and then the crowd clapping to who knows what.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wild thing. Now, Goldfinger crowds, dude, right now are incredible. I was just actually having a conversation about this. It's amazing. The band is huge right now, and like all this stuff is coming back, and it's not just a nostalgia wave. Like, you know, people that are out of it, that see things growing, they're like, oh, it's nostalgia. You're like, no way, dude.
Yeah.
If you say, yo, who's under 20 here? A huge
really?
amount of people are, and it's not necessarily everybody bringing their kids, although there's a lot of parents like, you know, sharing it with their teens and their
That's sick.
20-something kids. There's a lot of young people finding the band for whatever reason. Maybe
Yeah.
it's through video games, maybe it's just through Instagram. Sometimes we have a lot of people that talk about the COVID videos that we put out,
okay.
and those were just like for us
when
to
you guys
do
were
something.
jamming, right?
Yeah,
That was fucking sick.
We were jamming in our individual homes or
Yeah,
studios,
and
and we
you
just put it out.
That was awesome. I honestly thank you for that, because during that COVID time, something would happen like that, and you'd be like, a thing to watch.
Right.
Like UFC was huge for that, because UFC would be on like every other Saturday, whatever.
I love how you're thanking him like a frontline worker.
No, I remember
man.
watching
for your
I
service.
totally
That's
forgot
right.
about that
It's
video.
about time I got one of
I'm
those.
doing mushrooms, playing Call of Duty Warzone, like trying to pass the time.
I agree.
I'm like, and then you see Goldfinger ripping on Zoom in their houses. Some of them are in cool studios. One guy looked like he was outside. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, it was very fun to watch.
Yeah, it was really good for the band, and it wasn't anything that we did for anybody besides ourselves. Like we did it for us because we were kind of going stir crazy. We were like, hey, we need to work on something. And we were working on songs at the same time, but it was like, oh, let's just do some video things and see how it turns out.
I get it, man. I did something similar. I ordered a big pallet of beer, and I just drank them every day and stewed in my room.
Got super fucked up for 6 weeks, and it was like, this is still going on?
Yeah, I was like, the first 6 weeks were great, but it dragged on a little bit.
Yeah.
It was definitely good for me just to be doing anything music. I had just in October of 2019 decided like no alcohol, just full sober.
Oh, nice.
So like, you know, all of a sudden now I'm in my house and I'm doing a radio show in my pajamas and I'm not allowed to play shows and all that. I was like, I need music.
It's the hell of a you to quit
Yeah,
drinking.
dude,
Yeah.
it was wild. I needed music more than.
How long
more
you been
than
doing the
anything.
radio show?
radio show? So I when Story of the Year was slowing down, we were kind of at like a really tough time in the curves. I was like, I don't want to be on the road a whole ton. I gotta do something at home that has some like creativity, you know, like some creative outlet that I can still like tuck my kids in at night, you know, and not just pick up some other touring gig or something else. Even though a lot of things were being offered, I was like, I don't know if that's for me right now, because I just did 10 years of like gnarly touring, bro. Back in the day, you know, all these bands now are like, they shoot straight up to arenas and they're like, we're doing a tour and it's 9 months, but it's in like 2-week legs. And kudos, I'm happy for them that they can pull this off. But back in the day, and I hate to sound like that guy and even say back in the day, but you had a tour. If things were going well, there wasn't a day you could take off. So you would tour for 2 years straight on a record cycle. You wouldn't see your family more than like 3 weeks cumulatively. And that was in little spurts of 2 and 3 days when you like pass through the Midwest or something.
Or Warp Tour. You were probably on a bunch of
Warp Tour
Tours, right?
Warp Tour was beautiful. I mean, it was brutal, but beautiful because you get to be with your friends and you get to do all this stuff, and it's really consistent. It's run by great people, and whatever. But like that was every summer, and I think I did eight or 9 Warp Tours, not counting the Goldfinger ones, just between Greek Fire and Story of the Year stuff. So it was like, there goes your summer. And if my kids are out of school, like I never saw them in the summer.
Yeah.
So anyway, what I'm saying is like in 2012, I was like, I have to do something that has me home just a little bit for now. And I started doing nights and weekends at the Point, which is like one of the most famous alternative stations in in the United States. It just happens to be in St. Louis. And it was people I know. And it was their idea. I was talking to them about a show that I was setting up with Greek Fire, and they're like, "Hey, you ever thought about going on air?" I was like, "With this Mickey Mouse voice?" You know what I mean? I thought radio was for like Howard Stern and the announcer guys, the announcer voices. And he's like, "Dude, it's about personality, and your voice is so recognizable that like it would be a good thing ultimately, even if people shit on you for a while." And I was like, "Which they will." And I started doing like nights and weekends and stuff, and it was so fun. I was so bad. Yeah. You know, you have to be so bad. Real radio, like live radio. Yeah. It's all timers, dude. And
it's crazy.
And it is crazy. and it's like a thing that everybody thinks that they can do. And then you realize even a performer, and I'm used to performing and holding microphones, a performer is used to having a response wall, a wall of people. And you can say something or play something or do something, and you know if it works or not, just like a comedian would know if it works or not.
Yeah.
In a radio station, I'm talking, and I'm like, I thought that was hysterical.
Yeah.
But I have no idea if anybody else thinks it's
Especially
funny.
if you're doing night, because I did nights and weekends, like swing. Like you could be in there at 4:00 in the morning, and there's like, sometimes I was the only guy in the studio. It's completely pitch black except for the room, and you have timers going like this timer to the next song. This timer's like your post.
Yep.
So you got to like talk, and then as the timer's going down, it'll be like 8, 7, 6, and you've got to talk for that amount.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Over
then
like
Ed Kowalczyk starts up in that live song or something. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a vocal post.
Exactly. Right. So and then you're just like, all right, that was good. One time I played a song by this Canadian band, Headley, who have since been kind of canceled. But the song had like...
Kinda?
Well, the lead singer got canceled.
He's in jail.
Yeah. The lead singer got canceled.
That's canceled in Canada?
Stuff. Yeah.
But the other guys didn't do that.
No, the one guy got away with it, apparently.
Allegedly. And but the song had like 50 fucks in it. And I didn't realize because I just pulled it myself and I played it. And then this station was just starting up. And then I played the song and I was like, there's a chance literally nobody listened to that.
Yeah.
It's 5:00 in the morning in Markham, Ontario. And I just think maybe nobody listened. And we never got a call.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks later, it switched over to like a Chinese talk radio station.
Oh,
so
I don't think numbers went through the roof.
They're like, you can't play that now.
Well, the crazy thing about it is, like you said, I was the only one in the building because I was not hired to be on the radio. I was hired to babysit the stations because they have to, like, there was some code back then where you had to have somebody in there in case like something burned down or something. Wow. So I was just supposed to be there babysitting the stations. Now, my gold records are on the wall in this building, and I was working for $10 an hour, $9 an hour.
It's good radio money.
Which is great in radio. I was rich. Making sure the buildings didn't burn down. But I thought, well, I'm not going to be here for long. I should crack the mic and get used to this at 1 and 2 in the morning.
Oh, you did that? That's so
I
cool.
did it, and I assumed I would be fired in a couple days. And nobody said anything. And then like 3 weeks went by, and no one said anything. And I started like doing it more. And then I turned it into a show, and I started calling it like my show. And I would do like shticks. I was doing like these facts, and I was doing this and a trivia thing, and I was like putting on a show on Friday and Saturday nights.
Just going full John Tesh.
Yeah, dude. And I was even like opening the texter, and I was talking to people, and I was like doing requests, and I was like changing the playlist. Which
they hate when you do that.
Which is a huge no-no. Because like labels and all these people that have like
there's
deals.
like minimums or whatever.
Yeah, dude. Like, you know, they struck some deal that Muse is going to be played 3 times an hour for the next 6 hours.
And in Canada, there's a CanCon law. So 30% of the songs have to be Canadian or they rip your license.
Right. So so you got to be real careful about like what you're doing. So I'm doing all this stuff, totally expecting like I'm going to get fired any day. This is, you know, I'm waiting. And I was in the boss's office for something else, like 5 weeks in. We're talking at least a number of weeks. I don't remember, honestly, how long it was. And I thought, well, this is the day I get fired. And I walked in, and he talked about something else. We talked about this Greek Fire show and some other things. And he goes, oh, yeah, I listened to the show the other night. It was great. That thing was really funny. And I was like, oh, my gosh, I guess, guys, I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
So
$9 an hour, I'm a DJ.
Just walked into it.
Yeah, so I did that for a while, and then our morning guy left. And the guy that was taking over was like, yo, we need a creative producer to like run things and be a personality. You want to do morning show? And I was like, wake up at 3 a.m.?
Oh, yeah.
$11 an hour at least.
Yeah. I'm going to need a big raise.
Right. So anyway, we started the show. We started the show in 2014, and we've had a number one show every single quarter hour since 2014.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I watched. I hadn't heard of it. I watched some of the clips. I was like, this show is sick. Like, this is a really cool. Like, that's back in like the 90s and the 2000s, you had those sick regional shows.
Yeah.
And then with the syndication that came in, like Stern and Opie and Anthony and those guys were syndicated all over, it kind of washed away some of that. But like, that's my thing. I love talk radio. Like, that's all. Since I've been a kid, I was like, I want to fucking get into talk radio, and it's dying. And then podcast comes along. It's like, we get to do talk radio basically. I got to do it with my brother. But
So that was a pretty cool gig. What's the coolest gig you've turned down? Because I know you said you had some cool audition requests.
Yeah, I think every gig I've turned down is a cool gig. I don't know how much they want out there. There's a lot of cool, very, very cool bands in very cool eras that ask me to either be a part of the band or to try out to be a part of the band.
Okay.
I'll say, since they're like back with a vengeance, the Seosin experience was the coolest thing ever. So Seosin guys, I think we took them on one of their first tours, maybe their first like nationwide tour, and it was our first headline tour. So we took Seosin. This is 2003.
Okay, nice.
And we fell in love with them. Like they became very close to us. Still are like very close friends. And
that was what 7 years ago, or
what's that? 7 years ago? It feels like it. It really does.
7 years.
Oh, 7 years. I see.
Yeah.
We got. I mean, Anthony still. If I see Anthony, still reminds me about how he has trouble getting into Canada because of something that happened on that tour.
oh, really?
Oh yeah.
He's coming through here soon. I actually
Ask him
saw
about
that.
the Roman candles.
Hey, will you tell him to come on the pod? I'd love to talk to him.
Yeah. So
I was very relieved when you said Roman candles, by the way. I was like, this could be anything.
no. It was arson. No big deal.
Fireworks? Woof. That's great. That's
Yeah,
good.
no, it was fireworks. We had so much fun. And anyway, so the next year we were on Warped Tour, and Seosin had booked some Warped Tour dates, and that is when Anthony quit.
Okay.
And they were like, Chris called me and was like, dude, I need you to sing at Warped Tour. And I was like, oh, bro, you want to do 2 sets? And he's like, yeah, but you can be singing for Seosin. And I was like, I'll do it. Send me the lyrics.
Yeah.
And he goes, we have no idea what the lyrics are. And I was like, what do you mean? And he goes, actually, he put me off for like weeks. And this is like coming up in like a month or two. And I'm trying to learn songs. And he's like putting me off. And I was like, you got to send me the lyrics. Like, please email me the lyrics. Half of this crap I can't understand. I'm just kind of like mumbling and just scatting, like fun syllables. And he goes, so do we. He finally was like, we have no idea what it is. Make up anything you want. Just do anything. We just want to perform. We don't want to cancel work.
I'm going to be honest. It's Elvish. It's a fucking made-up language.
Honestly, half of it, I probably sounded like I was singing Elvish. So like I was rehearsing a whole bunch, and it just happened to be a part of the tour that was like gnarly. I think we had just come through like Las Cruces, New Mexico, and like the desert, and it was just brutal. And I was rehearsing for that stuff, which was real high range stuff, the Anthony Green stuff, and doing the story sets every single day. And I got full blown laryngitis. Like I had I had nothing. I was like breathing funny and not being able to sing. And I was getting shots of what are they?
Like
Steroid?
cortisone?
I don't know. It was like rock doc stuff.
Okay.
There was like. Yeah, like just
Michael
coming,
Jackson shots?
Just
like
coming,
stem cell?
coming
like,
to the bus, and we'll jack it. It was like prednisone or something.
Whoa.
It was some steroids or something just to get my voice even like speaking, able to speak. And so I did 3 shows. I think it was like San Diego, LA, and something else. Maybe 4 shows. I truly don't remember. It was on the Smart Punk stage, which was sick.
That's
Dude broke his leg for very first song that I ever sang for him. Guy breaks his leg right in front of me.
oh my God.
I
I
don't know. I don't remember what I did. I don't remember if I stopped the show or not. I was just like, oh my God, dude, his leg is backwards.
And his pants fall down. It's just diapers on. He's like, ow.
Well, it was just like people were so
This couldn't get worse for this guy.
people were so hyped for Seosin. Dude.
Yeah.
I
So-
slipped on poo
so
and broke
hyped.
my leg.
I ran up there and we started the first song, and like the crowd just surged forward, and I think they broke the security guard's leg over the barrier.
It
Dude,
was the
that-
security
oh,
It was,
guard's
it was
leg.
security guard. It
That
right
era
in
was
front of
crazy
me.
because the security guards had no idea what was coming.
Right.
No, dude, I remember this
Yeah.
guy just having like the most like blah face on, and then he was in agony.
I got put in chokes by security. One time a cop put me in a chokehold because I was moshing. And he's like, you were attacking people. I was like, that's just our subculture.
I'm
Yeah.
dancing.
I'm just expressing
This
myself.
is how I get my emotions out.
Yeah,
I
man.
spin my arms.
But we were, I was close with those guys. So like the lead up and all of that, they were saying like, hey, we're going to be looking for a singer. Would you ever consider it? And they were like, trying to get me to consider it. And I was like, I think my band's blowing up. Like, I can't leave a blowing up band for another band that I love that I think will also blow up. But I was like, I just like the timing. I was like, I don't know. And I had never heard of anybody doing 2.
Yeah.
At the time, I mean, I'm doing 4 now.
It's the old wife versus girlfriend
right?
argument.
Had I known it was possible, I'd have done them both for sure.
Yeah.
But they said like, oh, we have this kid. He might work out too. He's got a great range, but he's only like 17, and we don't know if he's going to be able to do it or if his parents are into it or something. He's out of San Diego or wherever, and they're like. Then right before the show, they're like, hey, I think he's going to come out to one of the shows. Will you let him sing a song? And I was like, yeah, whatever he wants to do. And I think he made it to 2. Honestly, I could be wrong. Like I said, it was a long time ago. And he came up and at least did that Mookie song and some other stuff. And that was Cove.
Okay,
and Cove
cool.
became the singer. So like
That's sick.
they had him kind of dialed already.
Wow.
Before I even filled in. But they were like scrambling to get somebody because they had so much heat. And to their credit, like they knew what they had. They knew they had heat. They knew they had, a record about to be in the chamber from that Howard Benson record that they did.
Yeah.
And that was really exciting. And obviously it's not a regret. But I had this like weird sense of intense loyalty. Like I could never leave my band. These 4 guys, like it's five against the world. We even had a song called 5 Against the World. It's it was like loyalty meant something. It was really, really important. All the movies like teach us about certain things, integrity and honor and loyalty, and that was a big deal. So I was like, I can't leave my band, man.
Dude, we're the same about loyalty. Like we are the exact same, and that's why you need to use code Bishop on mybookie.ag. That's code BISHOP. World Cup's about to end, guys. We got some great sports going on, some cool other stuff, but you need to use your bet back bonus using the code Bishop. BISHOP on mybookie.ag.
The bet back bonus is just like insurance. If you lose your first bet, you get the money back. So why not do it? Code Bishop.
Make sure you use it until the day I die. Code Bishop, mybookie.ag.
You guys are brilliant. That was a brilliant live read.
That's our stuff,
Wonderfully woven into the
It's
fabric.
we
got
to shout out Mike Rainey of Dad Meat. He's the
our
originator.
homie.
I've stolen it from him, and I'm very vocal about stealing it from him.
Dude, that was
it's the best.
That was spectacular.
The first time he got me with it, I almost stood up and clapped. I was like, that was something else. We'll get you hanging out with him. He's the goat of it.
There was a couple other bands after that asked me to be a part of things, and even one like offered like a signing bonus, which I'd never heard of, other than Some Kind of Monster. And maybe those are somewhat regrettable since things didn't work out the way I thought they would with the loyalty stuff.
Well, what happened with that?
Yeah,
You don't have to get into it, but I just was like, what happened?
We looked on ChatGPT and we saw it was never openly disclosed, and we're like,
Nah,
interesting.
super
I was like,
sad.
that could be a big clip.
Yeah, super sad. Super
It
sad.
sucks, dude.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's the thing. Like we were saying, like we're super into loyalty too, like because we watched a lot of movies growing up too. So when you said like in the movies it's supposed to be like that, I'm very much like a rah movie guy with my brother. Like when we started our podcast, I wrote just Believe on the ducts in my house where we film. We have a 6 studio that we built out down there, and then everybody that comes through signs the ducts. So it's just Believe written, and then there's like 100 signatures on there now, and I look at it, I'm like, fuck yeah, man.
That's awesome.
We were believing.
We're all about loyalty. I had my best friend kicked me out of our best friend relationship in university. It was very strange.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, it was very. But that was like, I remember thinking like, oh, this guy, like he was like my day one guy, and then he wanted to become a cop, and I was selling like drugs in university.
Oh yeah.
He was like, we can't be friends
Oh
anymore.
no.
And I was like, this is like the best story ever. Like, have you seen The Departed? Like, it would be like that. It would be amazing.
Yeah, dude, that is true.
A lot of people don't look at their life in through the lens of it's a movie, and I
Yeah.
think that's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
mistake.
Oh,
I
we do.
agree.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh,
For
We're
sure,
all
dude.
like that.
You definitely do.
Dude,
you
I
got
do-
6
I do-
kids and you're in sick ass bands. Your life is a fucking movie.
I'm living, and why not?
Yeah.
It should be. And I know that sounds super silly and like totally detached. But I reference that all the time. Like when things happen that are just like against honor or against this or that, I'm like, yo, did everyone miss the entire 70s, 80s, and 90s movies that I watched?
Yeah.
Because like every single one of them was based on do the right thing and it'll come back to you.
Have you guys never
Bad
seen
guys
the A-Team?
Bad guys don't win. I mean, like
it's
like
their
all- like,
time up there,
like,
but it's
what
our time
happened?
down here.
Like,
Yeah,
Dad, you
yeah.
That's what I'm
fed me the
saying.
wrong
Yeah.
movies, brother.
This is for Willie. This is Willie's. We're loyal to Willie. That's his. Don't touch it. And look, if you touch it, it's booby trapped And then the Fratellis, they get in trouble. You know?
I thought you were talking about Free Willy,
Oh,
because that's also very inspirational.
Same universe.
What?
I'm just kidding. I don't
that would
You
be
were about
awesome.
to blow my mind.
Well, I wanted to blow your mind actually with this Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Yeah, it's pretty sick,
cartridge
dude.
here.
Look at this.
Do you know why it's
Nintendo
blue?
64. No, I know nothing about blue.
So there was an unreleased Pokemon game for Nintendo that they were going to ship originally. They canceled it. They had all these cartridges.
And they put the Tony Hawk chip in instead?
Yeah.
Whoa.
No, that's not true. I made it up so you'd like me. That's a fake story.
Oh,
It
I just wanted
sounds
you
so
to like me.
real.
that sounded really cool.
We can pretend
Let's
it's
That was a
real.
cool
cut that
piece of the
part
lore
out.
that I honestly, I won't remember that you backtracked on it.
Oh, you're going to go
I will commit to memory.
tonight on stage?
Yeah.
Anybody ever seen the blue cartridge, guys? I got a cool little fact for you.
Dude, fun fact with Nintendo, the biggest tour that we ever did with Story of the Year was the Nintendo Fusion Tour.
Wait, what?
That was our headline
That's
tour. And I'll
crazy.
tell you what, man, it was so cool for a video game nerd
Yeah.
to be, because that's all I did. I didn't like, for the first number of years, I didn't drink or anything. So while everybody was partying, I was playing video games in the back. And me and the Lincoln Park guys, we had Halo tournaments. Me and the Amber Lynn guys, we had
Can't
FIFA.
say why I never get shot in
Dude.
Halo or die.
Dude, it's still a rivalry.
Shut up when I got Gravity
Yeah.
Hammer.
It's still talked about. The Hoobastank guys, the Lincoln Park guys, and us.
What a tourney.
It's still talked about.
That's
the,
so
the
sick,
Halo,
dude.
The Halo competitions and everything. But
The
no,
reason was rocket jumping, and the reason is rocket jumping.
that was all that same era. Yes,
That's so good.
Yeah.
I love to think that those songs are inspired by a Halo tournament.
Well, just think like all those songs that are written and came out there that are hits. Like that's what those guys were doing when they weren't doing music.
Yeah.
Was just playing Halo.
Well,
and
that's-
me and Chris were flying model airplanes or like
Oh, really?
remote control airplanes. I mean, like nerdy stuff.
I was
guys.
gonna say that might be the nerdiest thing you
Super
could
nerdy.
possibly do.
That's like a
Super
pre-drone era too.
I
You have
told
to
you.
have like tools specific to
Oh,
fix
yeah.
the wings
when,
and stuff.
when you are not drinking on tour, you are finding very interesting ways. Because again, you're not going on tour for 3 weeks and then coming home. It was 2 years at a time. We had paintball tournaments. There are still venues that we talk about that were perfect venues for at night when because they weren't necessarily in neighborhoods or anything, and they had maybe a wooded section and in this section, and you could have a divider and you could do like capture the flag paintball. We had full
That's
dude.
crazy.
We were nerds, bro. Nerds.
No, it sounds so fun.
It's not rock and roll. It's not Motley Crue. It's
That's actually way cooler because it's like I wouldn't want to be like doing drugs and stuff. I'd rather like play video games and then go rock out. That
Look,
would be
Moon.
amazing.
yeah,
I know we look like cool superstars, like that we'd be doing cool rock and roll stuff, but we would also be doing the stuff you like.
It was fun. It was
Yeah,
fun. But the Nintendo Fusion Tour was cool though. That was it was at the end of 04.
Just Mario walks in smoking a cigar with sunglasses on. You're like, holy shit, he's here.
Mario's real.
Well, dude, they were very involved. A lot of times, like you'll have like a sponsor. It's the Honda something tour.
Yeah.
And like Honda's on the flyers, but
Yeah.
like other than that, that's kind of it, right? They're just paying for the mentions and the names. Yeah, Nintendo Fusion was when the crowd would come in, they'd open the doors like an hour earlier than usual, and they had Nintendo things. I forget what there was. The DS they had launched right then, the DS and something else. So maybe it was the Cube or the
GameCube
64.
would go in.
GameCube.
Yeah, GameCube. So they had like all these stations. So it was like an
Maybe
arcade.
the Wii even.
No,
07?
04. No,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was 04. So
Yeah.
it was before Wii, but it was
it's before the Wii.
I don't know, maybe right around then. Anyway,
This guy didn't do Wii
it was
Fit
like
enough.
it was an arcade. They turned
Yeah,
in
yeah.
like the floor to an arcade, and
Sick.
every single day they had winners, like for contest winners that would have to get to come up
Yeah.
and hang in our dressing room and play Donkey Konga against us. It
What?
was
that's
in the
cool.
contract
That's cool.
that we had to play Donkey Konga against winners every single night, and we had a separate dressing room that was just set up for Nintendo play.
you probably got
good.
amazing at Donkey Konga that summer.
I don't remember. I really don't remember, because I think if somebody was vibing, if we were vibing with them, we'd be like, let's turn this off and play something else, and we would play other things.
Oh, really? Just playing like Super Smash Bros.
Yeah,
Melee
straight-
with Chester Bennington?
Yeah, it was,
so
dude. It
good.
was so fun. That tour, by the way, speaking of canceled, was us, Lost Prophets.
Oh my
no.
God.
What?
he was at a party the other day, and a guy tried to turn on Lost Prophets. He's like, "This band rips."
He was like, "Listen, I know what people say," and I have a 1-year-old and like a almost 3-year-old. I was like, "Dude, I kind of want to fight you." I was like, "This
Yeah.
is crazy." Like,
So you don't listen to anybody that's been canceled?
just to be clear, that guy raped a baby, right?
Yeah.
Totally.
So I don't listen to guys who do that.
Totally.
I mean, Shane Gillis can do the voice. It's a
Yeah.
little different.
Yeah, like
Here is why I'm really torn.
Natalie Imbruglia over the fucking Lost Prophets
Here's
guy?
why I'm really Natalie Imbruglia over this. Because the rest of those guys, their life was ruined.
Oh, 100%.
This guy destroyed the livelihoods of some really good, hardworking musicians, and I really like those guys. And I had such great I mean, those dudes. They even tried to do that other band with Jeff Rickley. Remember they did like another band.
No, I don't remember.
But I think right around that time, like Spotify and iTunes, took off Lost Prophets.
yeah.
Okay.
Not that many people are spinning them because people
only
are trying
get
to
it
fight
on
'em.
YouTube now apparently, and the guy goes, "You got to search this to find it. It's
Right.
like under a code
So,
name."
dude, like the only hope, there's a lot of bands. There's a lot of bands from our era that were direct support for us, or maybe they never got the headline status, but they did okay, and their music is resurging now. And they were not. I mean, they're all firefighters and different people now because they weren't able to make a full-time living, but still have some mailbox money coming from the royalties and performances that they did back then that are still great music.
Yeah.
And those guys got cheaped out of that.
Yeah,
they got
that's tough.
cheated. They totally got cheated
It's
out
a
of
shame
that.
it wasn't the drummer or something. It probably would have been. They would have been able to
fine,
get
yeah.
over that.
I cut you off. Who else was on the canceled tour?
Oh, right. No. It was so it was us and Lost Prophets and Amberlin.
Okay.
And it was one of the first tours that we were able to legitimately pick one of our openers, and Amberlin was my favorite band well before they were signed or I was signed.
Dude, another job. I worked at Ford at the Ford plant building cars.
Yeah.
And I just listened to Anne Boleyn over and over again, building cars all day. I was like, this is the fucking best job
I
ever.
had that iPod after him a couple of years later, and that's when I got on. I was Feel Good Drag, listening to a couple
Yeah.
tunes.
Fucking ruled.
As far as modern bands go, that was still probably is my favorite band. I think those records are all perfect records, and I always told them hey, you're a perfect band. I would love to sing for your band. You're a perfect band.
Yeah.
And they called me and Dan were in Australia in I don't remember the year. I would say 2013, and Steven called the singer and said, "Hey, I'm having a baby, and we don't want to cancel this tour. It's a co-headline with Switchfoot. Also, people who I love, band who I love." That Beautiful Letdown record is crazy good.
Yeah.
And we had toured with them a bunch. And I was like, oh, my gosh, let us sing. And he's like, that's what we want. But do you think Dan would be upset if we asked you, since you're not the lead singer of Story, And I was like, let's just have us both, because I wanted to hang with Dan more. And so we came back from Australia, and to this day, besides Greek Fire, which is the band that I front and really, really, really love, it's my heart and soul as far as songwriting and everything goes, that was my favorite experience on stage ever, was singing for Amberlin.
That's sick.
And I will say that is a band that did offer me the gig before not the singing gig, but before Christian joined the band. He was from Acceptance, and he's been in the band forever. So this is a long time ago.
Yeah.
They asked me to join the band, and that is a regret. I should have
Yeah.
done that. I should have done that,
They were
because
sick.
that's a
Hey,
perfect band.
Moon, you can't be in every fucking band.
I can't be in every band, but I wanna.
We were actually going to ask if you'd start a band with us.
I wish I could. I wish I had the time. And if you find the time for me, I'm in.
I played flute in 8th grade, so we could do something with that maybe.
Cool. Just don't make me be the booking agent, the manager, the guy who designs the flyers, and the guy that promotes the shows, because I feel like
That's
I'm-
a long
I'm
time.
done
Been doing that for a while.
I'm done doing all the jobs. Man.
How long we been going for? Okay, I don't want to keep him too long because he's got fucking a lot of shit to do.
I do have a sound check at 5.
What time is it? 5
It's
o'clock?
4:30. Yeah.
Are you good to go for another 10 minutes here?
Oh, I'm great. I'm great.
All right. Yeah, dude, we're having fun. This is fucking great.
You were mentioning Big Hero 6.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, that was before we started, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you get in touch with them? With Disney, or how did they
Yeah.
hook you up?
So Greek Fire, which is a band that I'm relaunching right now, actually, we're doing a record. Feldman's involved, and Dylan McLean is involved, and that band is my heart and soul. And we started it in 2009 or 10, and we started grinding some songs out, and we did a couple songs, funny enough, with Feldman in 2012, and one of them was the song that I had written, and I had it perfected. But you know how some songs are they come in 5 minutes or just an email from God, and some
Yeah, man, I know.
It's like I do stand up. I get that with jokes where a guy
Yeah.
will say something, I'll be like, there's the joke.
Yeah.
Versus I'm trying to work something out and I'm like, this doesn't work.
His fucking dick jokes he's comparing it to. You're
So
right. That was a
it's the
good
same.
laugh.
It wasn't bad.
It's the same thing though.
It was pretty good.
It
Oh,
really
made
is
me
the same
happy.
thing.
I do make a lot of them. I do make a lot.
Some are gyms that are just handed to you by God. Some are wrestling matches for 3 months, 5 months. And I had this song that I wrestled forever, and it was like a duet, and it was so crafty, and it was brilliant, and it was my best work. And we had like 1 day to track, or 2 days to track 2 songs with Feldman, just like in this off moment. And we show him the song, and he goes, yeah, doesn't have a chorus. And that's how Feldman works sometimes, and it's really hard for people that don't understand how to handle that. But I was like, yeah, it does. And he's like, doesn't have a chorus. And I went, damn. Okay, man, you're probably right. He's always right, by the way.
It's like someone saying your kid can't hit in baseball. You're like,
Can't hit.
You got to look at it a certain way, and he can't.
So I was like, okay, man. So I was like, how about you track as much as you can on the drums right now, and then with this scratch, and then I'll figure something out. And in like 10 minutes, I came up with a melody and like a chord progression real quick, and it was like, okay, here's the chorus. I will figure out the vocals. Just track this. And so Feldman and Johnny, they started tracking, and then Ryan played guitar, and then the bass was on, and like Feldman comes in and goes, we're starting vocals at 8 a.m. And I was like, okay, man. And there's like, I don't know, 10 p.m. or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I stayed up all night and wrote this song. And I hated it. I remember sleeping on his purple couch, and I wasn't sleeping. I was just working and trying to rewrite the song that I had just freaking perfected, dude. And I was like, I'm gonna start from scratch, screw the whole concept that I had, do this thing, and whatever. And I tracked it the next morning, and I hated it, and I never listened to it. And I didn't listen to it for a year. Our drummer then got leukemia and was in the hospital. And like all of our energy went to helping him and keeping him alive and doing all this stuff. I didn't hear that song for a year, and was working on another song. And our engineer pulled it up and was like, "Hey, what's this?" And played it. And we both turned around. And I was like, "Holy!" He turns around and goes, "I think that's the best song you've ever written." I go, "Holy shit, that song is awesome." I had no idea.
You just thought it sucked before?
I thought it was terrible because I had
good.
such a fight with it
Too
that I was
close
like,
to it.
I was just like, F you, bro. Like, I hated that song. I was like, F you.
Yeah.
And then
You're like, who wrote this? It's fucking rich.
yeah, like both of us, I was just like astonished. I was like, wow, that was a really well crafted song. And it was just from an overnight sleepless night of redoing something. And what happened was, like 6 months later, we get this this gal, this incredible gal, was working for this small like pitching company.
Yeah.
And she was pitching songs to different people, commercials for like, baby powder, or they're trying to do a Subaru thing or something. And she had pitched that song to Disney. And they immediately shot back something and said, "Hey, we really want to use this for Guardians of the Galaxy."
Whoa.
They said it's this movie coming out.
Yeah.
James Gunn is doing it. He's from St. Louis too.
Yeah.
He knows of the band most likely, and has a part in this. Now I still have not met James Gunn and found out if he had a part in this.
Friend of the show.
But I think he did. For real?
Oh yeah, he
he
reposted one of our.
reposted.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah.
So I think he had a part in this because he knew the band from St. Louis, because Greek Fire was like blowing up in Chicago
Okay.
and St. Louis. And they said, yeah, he really wants to use it, or we really want to use it. It fits perfectly for this stuff. And we're like, oh, okay, oh my gosh, this is incredible. And they said, so here's the process. And we went back and forth on like what the terms would be, right? And Disney, when they seal something up, they seal it up like, we're going to own this, not own it, but we're going to use this in anything that we want or nothing for 6 months, and you get no say, sign it over, and here's the advance. But you only get the advance if they use it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a hold contract. And we're like, yeah, this is perfect. This is incredible to be paid for our song to be.
Is
in
it a
Disney
huge
movie?
payday
Great.
or?
I mean, it was huge to me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was big, but it was. Well, why am I hiding anything? I think it was $50,000.
Yeah, that's a good payday.
Right, but after you pay everything out, every band member gets like $2,500.
And your
so that's
agent
$3,000.
and whatever.
Yeah. And then there's a lot of splits and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. But $50,000, I was like $2,500. You gonna give me money to put my stuff in a Disney movie? Yes. It was like
Yeah.
sign where? I'll sign everything.
Oh yeah.
So we negotiated and got it. I think it was something like $50,000, and did the whole terms, and we got it done. And then like the week before either trailers happened or something, they just sent one email that said like, hey, James decided to go in like the 70s direction with the movie. And remember, because it's like he's walking on the
It was
with
the right
the
call.
Walkman.
Let's
Totally.
face it.
No, totally.
It's the biggest like soundtrack of the last 30 years
Yeah.
because it's just a
Incredible.
compilation of like banger hits.
But he's like a big music fan, right?
Yeah.
And music obviously is everything in movies, and it was a part of that plot. And so we didn't fit at all. So we just got an email saying, hey, it doesn't fit. He's going with this 70s thing. You'll see. It'll all make sense. Bummer. Sorry.
Such a bummer.
Sorry. And we're
They're
like,
listen, when Guardians of the Galaxy 8 comes out and it takes place 30 years in the future, and this is retro now,
yeah.
you're gonna see something pretty good.
I'm gonna be dead when it comes out. It's coming out in 2057.
I gotta wear a diaper till this comes out.
But that wasn't my first rodeo. Like we turned down Spider-Man 2, which is also the dumbest thing
Oof.
we've ever done. Not Greek Fire, but Story of the Year.
What
Day.
happened?
So, oh, brother.
Is that then? That's Hero is from that. The
That's from the
Nickelback
first
tune.
one.
No,
you sure?
Dashboard. Chris got the.
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
but
Hero
it
was
was
from the
offered to
second. My
us.
bad. Wow.
You were not vindicated in your decision.
I'll say the story with that was $100,000.
Yeah.
And it was to be the lead track in the thing. They said we want to, but 40% of the Anthem of Our Dying Day video is going to be Spider-Man footage. And you're talking to a whole bunch of 90s kids that thought like, bro, if Nirvana did a Pepsi commercial, fuck Nirvana.
God.
Oh my god!
Right?
dude.
So like you're talking
I'm
to 90s kids who are like, no, here's a quote. I didn't say it, but here's a quote that one of the band members said many, many times. You can't buy back credibility, bro.
No.
And honestly, in the defense of that asinine comment, it did make sense in 2004.
I get it. I
It
was
be-
around.
to-
I
to-
do remember.
There's
Yeah.
no
It was-
MCU. There's no, it doesn't
Right.
exist.
Spider-Man was sick though. The first one was really good.
I know.
You
It was-
knew the
Listen,
second one.
listen.
It
was
Sam
always
Raimi's
cool.
directing
Listen,
still.
we were children. Okay?
You're like,
They're like-
I'm not doing this lame Spider-Man stuff. Let's go play Halo.
They're like,
I know.
You
I
have
know.
to kiss Kirsten Dunst in the video. No, no fucking way am I kissing Kirsten
I'm a
Dunst.
man
in
of
this
honor.
video.
Yeah. To be fair, in a weird way, I mean, Anthem of Our Dying Day was technically a bigger single at radio and other places than Until the Day I Die. And
Okay.
and the video we did with Villains, we did with Joe from Linkin Park, and he did a crazy cool job. We got crows, and who knows what the video means, but like, it's cool looking, and there's 0% of Spider-Man. So it was a cool video that did well. So in hindsight, in that moment, we're like, we made the right call. Our band is still on an upward trajectory.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, that song changed the Dashboard trajectory and probably would have done better, but great for us. Anyway, so I was used to movie
Yeah,
relationship
yeah.
breakdown, and the also we said no to House of Wax. We got flown out.
Oh,
That's a
wow.
wild story for another day, probably. We got flown out to meet Alicia Cuthbert. By the way, one of the most beautiful human beings on the freaking
Canadian.
planet, bro. Dude,
Girl
like
next door, baby.
like gasp, beautiful.
Married Dion Phaneuf.
Or,
Mm.
is
The
that a
hockey
hockey
player,
player?
yeah.
Must be. And then
That or a chef.
Joel Silver,
name.
and like we're in Joel Silver's office, bro. The
Yeah.
Predator is in the corner.
That's cool.
For real.
That's
And,
so
and we're
cool.
like, we don't want to do this. This movie's garbage.
You guys were assholes.
We were such idiots, right? Now, to be fair, listen, dude, listen, man.
That's awesome.
They showed us.
Sexy chicken Spider-Man. Fuck them.
They showed it. No, it wasn't Spider-Man 2. This was House of Wax.
Yeah,
They showed us an unfinished version of a movie, and if you've never seen an unfinished version, bro, the sound is garbage. There's no music
For
in it
sure.
yet. Like it makes a okay movie look real bad,
Yeah.
and it makes a bad movie look undoable.
Yeah.
And we were in this private little thing in Burbank, and the movie Paris Hilton was in it, and she wasn't cool yet. That was like a weird time.
That was her like come up era. Like that was when the
Yeah.
farm show. I
when you
can't remember what
didn't
it was
didn't
called.
realize that she's actually got it together.
Yeah,
Like
it's
she's
an
actually
act.
super cool. Right,
Did you know
right.
that?
Yeah. I've heard that.
Dude, she's pretty dope.
I
You
like-
don't believe it?
She's
I don't. I've never met her. Can't say.
Well, why would you just say that? Why
she's
wouldn't
pretty
you?
dope from the
He's met
very very couple small moments that I've had with her. But at that time, we were like, we don't know. How could we don't want to be associated with a movie that sucks
Yeah.
and has Paris Hilton in it at the moment.
Yeah.
So the movie was the way that we were shown it
Mm-hmm.
was difficult to watch. And we were in this guy's office, and we all ran into the bathroom that had one stall.
Oh god.
And we can't do this. How do we get out of this? And no kidding, this was for MTV was going to do a full-blown show
Yeah.
about making the song for
Oh my
the,
god.
for the movie. I don't know if they ended up doing that with another band. Maybe they did, but there was the whole presentation, and they walked us into the office with the director and Alicia Cuthbert after the bathroom thing.
Oh,
We didn't know that this was happening. And we go in there, and there MTV cameras. This is going to be the first episode.
Oh
MTV
my God,
cameras were there.
Yo, what's up? We're story there.
that-
We're not interested.
The greatest thing happened. Joel Silver himself, who's amazing, and he's one of the biggest producers of all time. I think he did The Matrix as well.
Yeah.
He says, "So boys, you're gonna make a song for us, and Alicia is right here, and the director, I forgot his name, he's right there, and it's silent, and the cameras are on us, and somebody in the band, I don't want to out him, he goes, well, we are hit makers." That was his quote. And then
I love that douche energy.
And
That's
then-
crazy.
and
He's
then-
wearing super tight pants.
he didn't know what to say.
He's a
Nobody knew what to
carabiner,
say.
yeah.
What would you say?
His carabiners
What would you
clinking
say?
on the chair as,
I'd be
he's
like,
talking.
is that a yes?
What would you have said?
I'm gonna do the movie. I want the money and the fame and
Oh,
the
he'll
notoriety.
do. Yeah.
I'm gonna be
He's-
saying, guys, we're not turning down Joel Silver.
I know. In the moment, dude.
He's the hit maker, not us.
This was before things started to crumble. This was right when we were making our second record. So we were gonna have to stop making our record and go and do this thing. So
Yeah.
it was gonna throw a momentum shift into the career and our whole thing. So I don't know if it was a wrong decision.
Dude, you
or
know
not.
what? It's the same. It's like when we were doing the food truck and I decided, hey, let's sell half a sandwich today. And we were advertising it as a full sandwich.
It was a bad
but it was
decision.
half a sandwich and people were going, this is bullshit. I ordered a full sandwich. And actually Tim was one of those customers. We found
And we
out.
were like, this is the creative direction of the truck. Okay?
So anyways, that's what I'm saying is like, I get it. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, it's
that's his Spider-Man too. Is
It's
the half
relatable.
sandwich.
That's right.
it's
well,
relatable. Well, I got to go back though and
Yeah.
finish. So
oh, for sure.
when we were bummed about the Guardians thing, but it was like, this happens, whatever. It's no big deal. They probably signed 50 songs for that thing. And then they called us like maybe a couple weeks later or months later. I'm not really sure how the timeline worked, but they said the same gal was like, "Hey, Disney still really loves this song and knows that like it has so much potential in movies." And to be honest, I write songs in a cinematic way. I write them as visuals. Like I said, I live in movies, so
Yeah.
I try to write, and this new Greek Fire record is a soundtrack record. It's as if I'm calling it Christopher Nolan rock because I'm basically scoring. I'm scoring a heavy, dirty Christopher Nolan movie. And so I knew it was cinematic. Disney knew it was cinematic. And they said, hey, listen, next year Pixar is only going to do one movie, which is fairly rare. I guess they do 2 or 3. They're only working on one. And we'll throw it in the bin for that if you just want to keep the same contract. And we said, yeah, keep the same contract. I said, but wait, well, what is it called? And they said, Big Hero 6. And I go, that sounds terrible.
Dumbass name for sure.
I was like,
yeah.
that's awful. And I said, what's it about? And they said, it's a Japanese kid that builds a robot. And I go, sick. Yes, sign off. And we signed off on everything. We're like, just keep the exact same terms and whatever. And then a year went by, dude. We heard nothing. You hear nothing because it's a waste of time for them to be communicating. You already communicated on all the terms that need to be agreed to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got you in holding. You're
And
just,
then suddenly, dude, like all of a sudden, a trailer comes out and our song is on it.
Oh,
and people are like, "Oh my God, have you seen this?" Like
You didn't know
this-
till the trailer?
we did not know until the trailer. I think it was the day before the trailer came
They
out.
could have sent an email.
Well,
Hey, it's going to be in the trailer.
there's not an intern who like edited that together. Who's like, should we tell these guys they're in this movie?
it's
Like,
so funny you say that because I found out actually with Disney and I guess a lot of these movies, they will outsource all the trailers and they give the songs that are possible and the clips that are possible to like 15 different people to do trailers,
Whoa.
and then they just pick which ones fit the marketing the best.
they send it out like Fiverr, like a
That's
task
crazy.
rabbit.
Yes, they have people that are kind of like,
They're in-house guys.
yeah, in-house guys and freelance guys that will
Okay.
do such great work with that. But they'll send them assets, and our song was just one of the assets. And the guy that got the cut, like, emailed us when he could, which was like hours before it released. Like, dude, I loved your song. I used it in like 7 different. I try to make it in 7 different iterations
Oh,
to make it
wow.
work, and it's just perfect. And obviously Disney agrees, and like I'm so stoked.
That's actually crazy that it came down to that guy.
Yeah.
And it could have just been another song. Like he had a choice of whatever, 20 songs or something.
Something like that. I don't know.
Wow, that's
I
gnarly.
don't know, but I found out through that process. That's how.
Well,
how
and
it
the
works.
Guardians of the Galaxy thing is really cool because it means there's a version of Guardians of the Galaxy where Star-Lord is like emo. Where he's
Wait,
I
what?
don't know.
Well, because if it's Story of the Year song.
No, it's Greek
That was
Fire.
Greek Fire.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's so it's probably, is it post-hardcore?
You don't even know what it is. It's like where my business model was U2. It's like
Okay.
I want to make something that anybody and everybody could sing, and that like you can forget that it's a band playing it, instead of like just like, oh yeah, I want to play guitar and here's the guitar part and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, it has layers, and if you're a musician, you go, oh, tricky bass line there,
Yeah.
neat.
But like Star-Lord would have been rocking out to a tricky bass line. He wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been all the '70s stuff. He would have been like a '90s kid maybe, and been into like emo and like. Is there a whole version of
I
that
don't know.
script?
I don't
Because
know.
that would have to be.
Why are
wouldn't
your
it?
eyes so wide? This is
Because
not
it's
the
a big
real
moment.
thing.
No, I'll find the script.
Dude, I have found that it's amazing. They cut some of those movies down at the last minute.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea that stuff is so on like chopping block and like kind of last minute things. I have no idea if that one was. Like I said, I don't remember the timeline. I don't remember when we signed that deal and how long the movie took. But
Michael Dana is a composer, and he's a good buddy of my dad's. And when we were in LA, we went to his studio, and he won the Academy Award for Life of Pi. And
oh, dude, what
yeah,
a great movie.
he did The Good Dinosaur. He's done Pixar movies. He did
Little
The Good
Miss
Dinosaur.
Sunshine.
He did Onward.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, he's done a lot of really big movies. And so he took us through his studio, and he was mixing the songs for the Jennifer Lawrence movie that just came out. What's it called? Where she's like dating a 20-year-old. I can't remember. It's a comedy. It's got the cousin from The Bear in it.
I think it's called Jerry Seinfeld biopic.
Yeah.
Dang.
But he's like, hey, this is something I'm thinking of doing like this. And then he would play the movie and be like, do, like doing stuff on a keyboard.
Like live, yeah.
Yeah, and it was just like doing it live for me and Dad and my son. And I was like, this is pretty cool.
That's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, dude, he's the man. Michael Dana. Come on the pod, bro.
Dude, movie music is like that's what I grew up on. You know?
Yeah.
Like I didn't have any music in the house. My parents didn't play music in the house.
What?
Never. And hardly in the car either. So the music that I was exposed to first and most was movies, soundtracks.
Sure.
And I kind of live in that world, and I 100% write in that world.
Back
It's like
to
a
the Future
Footloose.
soundtrack.
It's like a
Yeah.
Footloose fucking, but no singing in this house.
Yeah, don't you say Kenny Loggins around certain punk rockers. He's
Yeah.
like the Antichrist.
Oh yeah.
To like, oh yeah, like all like 80s punk rockers and stuff.
What really?
Oh, I've gotten in trouble with some
You
of
guys
my...
hate the coolest shit.
Bro, I don't.
Spider-Man and Kenny Loggins.
No. You ain't talking to me, brother. I'm the young one in this band.
Okay.
I'm telling you, some of my bandmates. So like Kenny Loggins, we don't.
Don't say the K word out
we
there.
don't
I'm
mix.
serious.
They don't take the
I
highway
love
to the
Kenny.
danger zone.
I got in a fight one time on a bus with somebody in my band about
Oh,
Kenny
really?
Loggins. So yeah, like, do you understand? He represented everything that we hated, and I was like, I don't care. He's awesome.
It's fun. Yeah.
Well, they were actually like in the 90s and the 80s and stuff, they were like pushing back against the monoculture. Now you can just start a MySpace band and put it on pure volume. You were able to like become big.
Yeah.
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 I just want to make music, man. I don't care. I really don't care what's cool. I don't care what's uncool. I don't care what has credibility or has that. I grew up in an era where whether it was Garth Brooks or something in a movie, if it moved me, I couldn't believe that something random and intangible that I couldn't see could emotionally move me. And that was like that is what changed my life. And I was like, I want to make something that moves you. And I don't really care how I do it. I don't care if it's the tone of the guitar
Yeah.
or in this one particular
Maybe you're
lyric
moving like this.
or what or yeah, or
But
what,
you're moving. It's
or,
moving.
or
you.
the rhythm or whatever combination it takes. Like I just want to write something that's clever, that's lasting, that moves people. That's all I care about.
Do you know that there's a theory that Garth Brooks is a serial killer?
Hey man, I'm here to defend my man.
Have you heard this though?
I'm here to defend my man. This is ridiculous allegations from some other country star. I know it.
so good.
Who planted that?
They were like, they're like, we can track. There's like a guy with like a spider web thing on his wall that's like, you can track all the murders to his tours.
Yeah.
What two first name modern country guys said that about my Garth Brooks?
There's a couple. Yeah.
Could be anyone.
I
let's
know
face it.
Tom started that, but that's absurd.
Sorry, Moon. There's some assholes over there making sound. I don't know who it is.
It's not my band.
Making sound.
Is it the Smashers? Is it more Canadians?
Who's on the show tonight?
Sullivan.
Nice. Yeah. You're filling in.
I'm filling in for
Nice.
Sullivan. Yeah, the guitar player.
Do you get paid more if you're doing double duty? What's going on with that?
Duh, like 50,000.
Yeah. It might be more like the radio money.
It's,
You get
it's a
$9
little
an hour.
It's a little closer to radio money for sure, dude. No, it's me helping out buddies, man. I'm really happy to help these guys out. Good dudes, crazy band. Their horn section's no doubt.
Oh, really?
Like they're from No Doubt?
Yeah, man.
Really?
It's Gabe and Steven.
Wow,
That's
that's
sick.
cool.
Yeah, dude. Like I get to play guitar with the Real Big Fish guys behind me on one set and the No Doubt guys behind me on another set.
Ska supergroup
Are
is
there
crazy.
any other ska people like not in the building tonight?
Yeah.
What's the Mighty Boss Tones guy doing?
He's
Buying
so
a suit?
lonely. Yeah.
He's also playing with me tonight.
No,
No.
it's not.
100%.
Mighty Boss Tones guys here?
Dickie Barrett.
This guy.
Dickie Barrett is here, and he's singing with me with Sullivan.
No, I got to knock on wood. That can't be true.
Did you know that? Did you set that up?
No.
Are you serious?
No.
Dude,
Of all the ska legends, you picked Dickie Barrett?
Is there a designated ska survivor somewhere in case the bomb goes off? Because ska will die.
Someone to be the ska president. Who's
Dude.
going to be the ska president?
I mean,
dude? Because
but how cool is that? Like,
It's so cool.
that's why they check the bag so hard. They're like, we got every ska guy here.
Yeah.
If they die, ska's done. It's over.
But that's another reason that this stuff is surviving, because like the legends, the John Feldmans and Dickie Barretts and like the No Doubt guys and the Real Big Fish guys and everybody, like they're all sticking together and figuring out how to bring more music and more shows around the planet. That's why people are coming out, man. Like this isn't just a resurgence, and it's not just nostalgia. It's like people are like, holy shit,
well, it's
this
happy
is an
too.
all-star.
People don't want to listen to sad music when all bad stuff's happening. You put on some ska music, some Goldfinger, something like that. You're like, things aren't so bad, man.
Do you know Ian Fidance at all?
I know Ian.
Dude, he's the biggest ska fan.
I know.
Ever. He's
I know.
done our pod.
Yeah, he came by our show. We didn't know each other. He came by our show. He was on tour with Dave Attell, and he's a firecracker. You know, he's like he's all yelling with his mustache and everything. This is
dude, it's fucking Goldfinger.
yeah. This is early days Ian, and he had like ska socks on or something. He said something about a ska band, and I'm not the guy on that show to be like, hey buddy, I'm in Goldfinger. But after the show, I was like, oh man, like you're gonna be in such and such city, and I'm playing whatever festival. And he's like, oh, what band? And when I told him Goldfinger, that's when I found out he was a ska head.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
that, he lost his mind.
I bet.
And we played video games together.
Yeah.
Like we were Call of Duty guys for.
I've never
like
met a
game or
bigger
two.
ska fan than him.
No.
He's like the biggest ride or die of all time.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in forever, and I should probably reach out. I know he's been up to a lot. I don't know if I even have a contact for
He's
him.
in Montreal right now at Just for Laughs.
Is he?
He's a busy
is he
guy.
Canadian?
No.
No.
Oh, I didn't think so.
But he's doing a show right now. Ian Does Odd Jobs.
Okay.
You should have him come and play in fucking Goldfinger for a show or something.
He would
what a
play the
wild-
kazoo.
What
he
a
can play.
wild
I
dude.
think he can play bass or
I think
something.
he plays guitar.
Yeah,
I
is it
think he does it
guitar?
in his act or something here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be actually pretty cool. That
It's-
that odd job show is pretty sick, actually.
It might be done now though because the two producers got divorced.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No, well,
Oh, no.
Tom Segura and Christina
I
P.
know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He was doing something with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really happy to see him like start to. I mean, that one podcast he was doing was killing it.
Yeah, B and Ian.
Ian.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
Ian,
he-
yeah,
he's
yeah.
the
doing
fucking
that.
man. He's like one of the funniest guys in the world.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in forever. I don't have his number, but I'm gonna reach out to him. Yeah,
I got it. I'll give you it.
What if you do? Yeah,
do actually.
Dude,
Yeah,
I,
you got to give him Mighty Boss Tones guy's number.
I don't have his number.
We'll
Isn't
go
that
grab
wild?
it.
I
We'll
don't
go
have
number
his
for
number.
number. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll get a number.
I'm just
Don't
to
worry.
fill in his band tonight. Okay, he's it's not it's supposed to be a surprise, but he's been doing it every show for the past like 3 months.
Okay.
That's
So
sick.
it's not a surprise. So I'm not giving anything away. I'm not
also,
in trouble.
this doesn't come out for
This will be
weeks.
on a week.
Yeah, I'm not in trouble. But Dickie is here tonight, and by the way, I've only filled in once on for this band, and it was with like a day's notice.
Okay.
And they sent me the set and whatever, and that's when I realized it was at soundcheck when I got there. I realized, oh my God, I've never played the impression that I get, and I'm about to do it for the first time in front of Dickie Barrett.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, that's like, I'm not a pressure guy. It doesn't really hit me. But then, of course, I'm like, oh, don't think about it. Don't think that he's staring right at you because he's standing right in front of you. And then he came up on the stage while I was about to do it and put his arm around me. So the first time I ever played the riff, it's like the ska riff of all time.
Yeah.
I did it with Dickie Barrett's arm around me, just going, you got it, buddy. He's got the most unique voice in all of history.
Oh, it's crazy. I just think of basketball when I think of that song.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
that's
Yeah.
Real Big Fish.
Is it not those guys?
I
Oh,
think of
maybe that's in it, too.
I think of the end of Step Brothers.
Yes. Oh, that's
Bitch.
really good at the end of Step Brothers.
Dude, he's wildly good. He still sounds so good.
Yeah, that's sick, man. That's it's gonna be a sick show. And how long is this tour for?
I mean, we just do a lot of weekend stuff. So,
Okay.
Toronto tonight, Quebec City tomorrow, and Montreal the following day,
Nice.
Okay.
and then somewhere else next month.
Fidance is gonna be at that show. And then so what? Do you fly back home and then?
Yeah, everything's fly. We're like a weekend warrior kind of style with this.
That's crazy.
We have a big headline show that we're preparing for at the Palladium in LA.
I saw that
Sick.
actually.
So
And
it's like hometown Palladium show. Like the place is monstrous, and that is what's happening in August.
and there's going to be a ton of big bands on that, I think, right?
Yeah,
I saw the promo.
That's a big one as well. Vandals.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think Sullivan's playing that one as well. Dude, it's a monstrous show. So that's what's in August. But we're doing things probably 2-3 weekends every month, depending on where we can get to. We just got back from UK, and then Australia was in December with Tool and Gore and everybody else.
With Tool and
Crazy
Gore?
show.
Dude, it was awesome.
It's a crazy
That's
show.
wild.
I saved my tour manager's life from Danny Carey because he almost got himself killed.
Is that JJ?
Yeah, dude. JJ, you saw him. Like,
Yeah.
he's, a tough New Yorker.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy. And he was kicking people off the stage, like, in between, because we shared a stage. It was like one of them dual stages.
Yeah.
And it was Dayseeker, Gore,
Oh, wow.
Goldfinger. So, like, everybody would be on side of the stage watching Gore over here right before we would go on. And JJ was clearing the stage and, like, damn near threw Danny Carey, who's, like, 6'9", and just a giant, massive guy you don't mess with. Off the stage, and like I saw Danny Carey turn around like this, and like and I was like, whoa, he's fine, he's good. God dang, man, it's the scariest guy
That's
here.
insane.
It's a legendary drummer of our entire era, dude.
I love the idea of JJ just throwing a bunch of guys dressed like orcs off the stage.
Yeah.
What's that? He's got a rap? Okay. Dude, this has been so fucking fun.
Oh, I hope so.
Thank you for doing this.
That was
And I
awesome.
knew this was going to be good. I was like, this guy's a radio guy. He's fucking...
Yeah, we have fun.
Also, I didn't realize how handsome you are. It threw me off a little bit.
It's so nice. I had
but-
my day. It's waning. I had my day.
You don't get 6 kids just, being
That's
4.
true. That's true.
Man, Grandpa
No, I'm
must have
just
been
funny
so
and
handsome.
nice.
What do you got to promote, man?
Greek Fire, this record for real is my favorite thing I think I've ever worked on, and it is Christopher Nolan rock, bro. It is so heavy in the parts it's supposed to be heavy. I lost my father in December, so there's like tons of emotion into that. But this is a journey record, and we haven't. It's been a silent band. We've been on hiatus for 8 years. So this is a big deal for me personally, artistically, and our label Rips. It's a new label, and they're not a new label. It's a new relationship with the label, and. Dude, I couldn't be happier about Greek Fire. I couldn't be happier about where Goldfinger is right now. Goldfinger's ripping, and all these shows have just been really, really lighting a fire in all of us and all our creative endeavors and getting out what we want to get out. Like I said, every country that we've been to has been spectacular. We have something special in Canada with a relationship with our Canadian fans, and we are up here yearly now in some part of Canada. And I believe that tonight is technically the biggest headline show that Goldfinger has ever done.
Whoa.
So
Really?
tonight is
Sold out
And sold
history,
out.
yeah.
yeah. So you sell out the history. I don't know what the cap is, but like I know that everybody was flipping, and like we have a special relationship with Canada, and all these festivals that we play. We were just talking about that Trois Rivières one that we did, and some other ones. Like this is a special place for us. So we love Canada. I don't know what's in your water and makes you guys so cool,
Fluoride, lots of fluoride.
but you are better than others. You are better.
We'll take that,
For
dude.
sure.
And
That's
I appreciate you.
100%.
Yeah. Cambodia.
Whoa.
I'm stoked to bring Greek Fire up here, dude. I really am, man. But other than that, yeah, check out the Rizzuto show if you like more dick jokes
Hell yeah.
for 4 hours at a time.
Dude, 4 hours is a long time to do radio.
That's deadly.
Respect.
Every morning, yeah,
That's crazy.
6 to 10 a.m. every morning.
You can tell. You got the muscle. CJ?
July 25th, Nickelbrook monthly show in Burlington. Still some tickets available. Early bird's done by now when this comes out, but there'll still be some. And then in August, we got Joke World Festival. We're going down to St. Petersburg, Florida. Going to do some live pods down there. We just booked 2 pods down there with crazy guests. Super stoked to do that. It's going to be really good. August 14th, 15th. Use code BISHOP for 10% off. I think there's better codes for 20% off for bigger comics, but hey, throw one out there. Spend an extra 10% for your boy. Come out to St. Petersburg, Florida. August
We
14th,
actually have a
15th.
podcast code, and it's on the screen right now because I'm just waiting for Jake to give us that. But the podcast code, use that. Don't use code BISHOP because it's only 10%.
Well, you can use either.
Just use the podcast code. I'm pointing to it right now. It doesn't say I'm gay. It says the podcast code.
That could be the code.
Okay? Thanks, Weasels.
Hey, thank you guys for having me, man.
Thanks,
I
man.
appreciate you guys.